set the stage. We're back. It's another steep drop down here. I tell you, man, it don't never look like it on when I'm watching this back on camera like it does in person. That's one thing this camera. One thing for sure, this camera fails to get a good representation of. Getting a late start here today. It's about 7 o'clock. I think I beat it by just a hair. Oh boy, look at that locust to grab onto there. Ooh, look at the thorns on that locust tree. Somebody went to fall in and grab that. It might save them, but boy, they will pay for it if they caught some of them thorns in their palm of their hand. Now, I still have amongst it. Looks like I don't have no thorns right here all the way on the end, thank goodness. They ain't too far down there though. They're on the branch. Wow. I was wrong. The water's still high. I predicted Friday that this water would be back down by Saturday evening. That's what I said. You know, if it didn't rain anymore. And I think it did rain a little bit, but it ain't didn't magnitude what I was talking about, like that would actually make it stay up. I thought it was gonna have to rain more. I mean, I don't think the rain, the little bit that it rained, I don't think it had anything to do with it really didn't have nothing to do with it, to tell you the truth, with what the fact that it's still high. It's just that we got so much rain this week is the reason why this water's still up. And we're back. Wow, 3 days in a row, man. That's a first for this season. That is a first. But that's it. Not for my lifetime. And so I fished right in here yesterday. Pretty rainbows. Come here, buddy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you got me in the tree here. Whew. Can't get my net. He's doing whatever he wants to with me, y'all. It's a comedy. I can't get my net for real. My net's gone. It must be falling off on me. There it is. Half stepping. Big Daddy came out here all day long. Whew. Ooh, he stuck that hook in me. Well, he didn't want no. He didn't want it. That hook's come out of me. I can't win in my finger and then went in the net. Went all the way through here. All right. That's a good start there, see? And right to the, look at how he was hooked. Right in the top of his lip, but ooh, just by a thread, man. I mean, I could pull that out. Look, it fell out. Look at that pretty bow. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's what I'm talking about to start him off right there. I'm glad I came here. I started to walk up to where I finished up yesterday. But the fact is, and this might be the fish that I missed. I missed the fish. I'm pretty sure it was a rainbow or a brook trout. That's probably that same fish. Because he was just in the hole just above here, and that's the reason why I came back. Because in fact, what happened was, if you watched the video from yesterday, this actually, as of right now, it's not posted yet, but I will get it posted. What happened was he broke my line. Not that he's that big or anything. My hook, I had been having a hook issue from the night before, and I hesitated to change it. It cost me a fish yesterday. I think I might have just got it back though. I saw him. I knew he was about 12 inches. And like I said, I thought he was either a bush or a rainbow. And man, my net was all tangled up back here. It's not a good way to be. This creel, I'll tell you, man, my hat between this I don't understand it. I mean, an adjustment needs to be made, kind of, between this magnet on this net, this creel, and my hat, which has got a line. See that thing on my hat? Between them three things right there, you can get some tangle ups, and it happens every single time. Throw something. Oh good. Thought I forgot my batteries. The batteries had fallen out. They were in the back of the hatchback. They were falling out of my vest because I left it unzipped. I thought I forgot to put them back in there for a minute there. My mind's so short, I tell you, it's just amazing. It's amazing I'm able to function. So many things on my mind. So what I was saying was, yesterday I missed this fish. I was talking about this hole, and I could have got in a little bit easier if I'd have just went up to where I got out at yesterday, where I finished up yesterday, which is just right up here. I would have wanted to, but I wanted to see if I could catch this fish. And you know, now there's not going to be no telling if it was that, you know, I can only assume it was that fish that, you know, there's still fish in this hole too, so it might be a different one altogether. This is where I missed that fish yesterday, and he got my hook. That's not the one. That's why I think it was that. Even though that fish didn't have a hook in his mouth just now. Yeah, a little pretty stuff. Try not to touch him. Hopefully they don't have much slime coat there around their mouth, because I often have to push them off right there. But let me tell you something, changing the subject right quick. I'd say this 100%. Them worms, I did like those other worms I was fishing with, but it's good to have these night crawlers back. I kid you. Yeah, I was talking about this hole yesterday. These trees right here that I've just now casted up underneath, they've blossomed, so to speak, in the last couple of years. It's not usually, or I don't know if they used to be out there like that, but those bushes, and 2 years ago, they weren't grown out on the water like that. So now there's a good cover there. And you can't even see it, but there is a rock. It's a solid rock all on the bank right there. The bank is a rock, basically. And it's a heck of a good looking hole. I caught a fish there one time, but I usually don't get one there, and it surprised me because it's nice and dark, and I don't know that it's undercut necessarily, but it just looks like a spot where that one would get right up against that rock for, cover, but I don't know. It might not be as good as it looks because I don't usually catch one. I mean, to tell you the truth, and it's deep there, I've always thought, or often thought, a few times I've thought anyway, the way it looked, I thought, man, there ought to be a big one in there. There's a bite. Yeah, I thought there should be a big fish in there. That's how good that hole has looked over the years at sometimes. But see, you can't even see. I mean, it looks good now just because you got that cover. Those leaves covering it up, but it's... Tell you the truth, the water, I mean, it looks like a better hole even if that tree wasn't there, honestly. There's something there, it's like that brown again. Well, he's taking the bait. That's kind of, it's a good time when one can actually take it. Seems like it should be a decent fish. There's a deficient piece of land. Let's see if we can get that. Get that easier, but I want to keep on moving because, like I say, I mean, I really already fished him. Been hitting. I don't want this deficient piece in this little skinny worm here. He don't look like he belongs with those others. These worms are really healthy. I will have to admit, Walmart had good worms this time. There's been times when I've been disappointed. Looks like that's why I'm going to be ordering my worms from bulk. I looked them up last night. I ain't even gonna get into that story again about what happened to me with my worms. There's a little bumper. That's a little fish. Yeah, see. other day. Let's see. I'll get tangled up in these trees. Not one. Sometimes you just have to keep your lane moving. You have to do some learning. Keeping from getting home though. I don't know how deep and swift the water is. And we're really finishing already. Man, I can't believe how high this water still is. I'm loving it, man. It's gonna not be here much longer though, I can tell you that. No more rain in sight, really. I mean, I think they got a chance of rain, a slim chance, one day this week. So, I might be able to still get out and benefit from this rain a bit. Or a little rain, a couple of days, maybe a week. Look at this long picture. He's a decent little bow. He's come flying out of that little. How many of them are I caught now? How many of them small wild fish are I caught? 3, I think. He was right down the middle, though. I don't think they let that slip. The rainbows let that slip. There's another little wild thing. Wow. So I'm sitting here talking to myself, y'all. I didn't know the camera wasn't running. Flies are all in my eyes, getting hung up over and over. I think I put that big split shot on. Had another bite right here. I think it's one of them smaller ones though. I'm staying hung up. This is big split shot. The water's a little bit lower than it was yesterday, I guess. These flies are getting in my eyes. It's an aggravation. Oh my goodness. They're actually literally getting in my eye. That's how bad. That's how bad that is. Look at that crawdad. Let go, buddy. Got to come up off of that worm there, Chief. Big old boy, bass bait. I had put them in my worm container before. Took them easy. Print the claws off. Take them with me, but almost never catch anything with them things. Look at them. Place where there's some good fish at. Have to be a good sized fish to eat that. Ease on up here to this side. So I finished off yesterday. I suspect there's probably another fish in that hole. I said it yesterday. I mean, of course, you know, it's something I was thinking about coming down here. But this is the, you know, it's the risk that you would take every time you ever go fishing. I was thinking, I was like, you know, somebody else could have come along yesterday or today. It's a big window, man. There's something here. I tell you, it's been a little hot today. We got up in the low 80s, I think. My goodness, you don't want to eat the rest of that worm? Did he start it on? How rude. Using up the bad worms. This is a challenge right now, y'all. I'm on a challenge. Not about. Probably hour and a half left now. About an hour and a half. Get this done. Try to get that 7. I'm already thinking negative, man, like I ain't gonna be able to do it. It don't seem like it, you know? Gotta fish smart. Gotta fish smart. Yeah. This is the hole right here. There should be one here. It'd be nice if we could pick 2 out. Let's get one first. Don't punch the chickens before they hatch. This looks fishy, man, even though I already caught one yesterday. And like I say, somebody might well came here and fished this, or it could have been the only fish that was holding the hook. say. Felt pretty good. Missed him. There was one here and I missed him. I'm in the tree. And now I'm hung up. Yes, there was a fish. I felt like a keeper for sure. There we go. It should be right there. Yep. There we go. Oh yeah, this is decent. See that brown jump over there? Get that hook in his jaw. Oh, I'm having net trouble today. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. I got some videos named Now We're Cooking with Crisco. That'll be part 3 right here, okay? Cooking with Crisco. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Got that one that time. Oh, that's the best fish I've caught in a while. That's the best one I've caught in months. Because I hadn't fished in months, man. I caught 2 fish bigger than that. He's 14 inches. I caught 2 fish bigger than that back in April. That's what I'm talking about. 29% on the camera. On the battery though. So I figured there'd be another fish in there. Figured that yesterday. I got a theory about it. I explained it in Friday night's video the best I could. And I've explained it before. Basically, I'll just say one sentence. The rain restarts the creek. And probably not good to waste a lot of time here. A fish like that, I'm probably gonna let nothing else in this hole. Not to say it was gonna be impossible, but probably not likely there's another one there. And that is there, maybe up above it. Maybe. Right there. I bet he was controlling up underneath that bush right there in that shade. saw one in there. I mean, make no mistake, man, they can get right there and where you wouldn't believe, man, in those rocks over there. You wouldn't even believe the pocket they can get in. Put it like this, I mean, if you saw it, if there wasn't any water there and you could see, if the creek went dry and you saw how far that undercut underneath that rock is, it makes sense then. But under normal conditions, it don't even look like there's that much water that goes up underneath there like that. But you'll be surprised. I always say it, now he's not struggling. Me and him both. If you're a young kid, I don't know, this would really apply to anybody. Maybe everybody knows better than I did. I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't like trout fish. I fell down the creek. Dogs got after me on the side of the creek, and I fell in the creek one day, going downstream, dropped my rod. Felt like my dad was gonna, not that he would whip me, but I knew he would get mad if I lost my rod. I went back down under the water and grabbed it, luckily, and I'm just bobbing like bobbing up and down the creek for, I don't know, I mean, it seemed like a long ways. It was probably 50 feet, something like that, I don't know, and then I stood up. I guess I got out of the swift. It was very swift where I was at, but besides that, the other reason why I really didn't like it is because I would lose about half of the fish that I caught. I would lose because they're so strong. Trout are such a muscle fish. They can just, you know, they just one solid muscle squirming and slimy, and they would get away from me. Before I got to where I started just putting them in my crib before I took the hook out of them. I didn't have a very strong grip. Granted, you know, I'm saying I was a kid, but if you are a kid, I mean, you know, I don't know, a kid would ever be watching this or whatever, this could go to Revan, my nephew out in California, if you ever trout fish Revan. I hope you do. I hope you watch my videos and all of that. But if you ever have that problem, what you got to learn to do if you're gonna, well, unless you're gonna catch one of these, and a lot of people like to do that. But it was a game changer for me is when I learned to pop that thing. I can drag a story out. Look, let me cut to the chase. I learned how to start popping their necks just as soon as you catch them, boom, they die. It's humane. You're going to keep them, they're not struggling, all of it, everything. So we go. Exhibit A. What I was just now talking about. I got a better grip than I did when I was younger though. Looks like I got a piece of water on my lens again. 15% on the battery. I was in the post office the other day. So this lady had a real big package. Actually, she was coming out when I was going in. She had a stack of packages, man. I went on in and I saw a huge package, big old box. Like, I wouldn't even think the post office. Well, I'm not getting into that because I know too much about shipping. It looked like UPS or a FedEx package more than a post office box. It was huge. And I said, can I get that for you, ma'am? She said, yeah, sure. Well, now to tell you the truth, she didn't want me to. But I kind of insisted, and, you know. She said, well, if you'll just hand it to me. I said, no, that's fine. I mean, it's a real small post office. There's nowhere to her car, you know, so she's thankful. And we got my good deed in. But she says, as we're walking out there, she says, I think we need some more rain, don't you? She's like, we haven't rained in the last 5 minutes. And I started to tell her 5 minutes when I was down the road. 5 minutes from there it was raining, but I guess that was her point. Maybe, you know, that was 5 minutes ago, but you know, it had rained all week long, every day. And course, you know, me being the fisherman that I am, I was glad. I was hoping that it was going to keep on raining. But I didn't want to get in all of that with her. But that's how I feel about the traffic coming down this road right here. I think we need some more traffic. Don't y'all? Pretty deep down under here. This is one of those holes that changes from year to year. Sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's on one side, sometimes it's on the other. I haven't been through here enough to know what the trend is right now, but I should get here and seem like it's kind of usually going the other side. Actually, usually what the deal is there's barbed wire up here. I can see the bottom right there in the middle. I can't see it right here in front of me, so I'll go to the left. Very often saying, hey, y'all have to remember that. Y'all have to remember it's people on that right hand side over there. It was a little deeper over there actually. Got a dead one up here. 94%. I had to change the batteries. I got 94% on this one. Hopefully this will bring us home, so to speak. Looks like those other two are dead. I'm not sure. One of them might have something. I just don't know. It might. I just can't remember. Can't remember what I did last 30 minutes ago. I think I charged those batteries on 149. I think it was the one that was still in the car, so they've been in there for a long time. I thought I saw a fish swimming over there. Maybe not the season. It's a good place for one, bro. And that grass over there. This little stretch right here. I tell you, I was fixing to say, and then I looked down the battery was dead. The year before last, I just swam up in this creek, and traditionally I had I think that's what it's called. Last year, something happened. I was telling myself, I said, boy, whoever come through here beat me to it, and it was a precision fisherman too, because they didn't leave a stone. They didn't leave a stone unturned. They was coming through here with precision, like I feel like I do. And it was just like, man, fish out. Why did I let him do me like that? Come here, baby. Well, I said it a bunch of times, man. That was really the perfect, the best tasting. Right there. About 9 inches. Wild brown. You really don't get much better than that. Like I said it 13 times or whatever. The only why I do kind of prefer a 10-inch brown, because it don't seem like 1 inch would make a whole lot of difference, but you get a good bit more meat. Let's go ahead and cut it right here. So what I was saying is, like last year, somebody hit this one here good, man, and about a year before I had a timeout here. I remember the first time I ever fished him, a big one, this stretch right here. Right up here, actually. Oh, I ain't never caught no other big fish in this little section right here. So right that when I caught that day, he was 18 inches. I was a young lad. Right now I'm just living out, keeping it off the bottom, man. Letting it all the way down that bank right there. Right now. Can't take it. We do get some good water. I was coming through there with this one just now. I thought maybe they would have been one. The way things have been changing, I feel like there should have been something there. Just like I've been fishing down this bank right here, I'm fixing to switch up. Fish down the right hand side now. That's right. Usually hitting off of this bank right here. But it looks like there could be a couple here today. This is a fun video right here. Could be. There's a fish right there, y'all. Right there. Now let him get me. He's right there. Right there in front of me. There he is. You can keep that thing. Right there. Yeah, I bet you there's two down this bank right here. Maybe this number to find that last fish back. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I can catch this fish. They're hard to catch with this current going like it is. So swish. Really have to anticipate. Okay, he's a little small peak. I think there was a better fish over there, to tell you the truth. I think there was a better one over there. Yep. Sure was. Got that keeper. There's that keeper I felt that first time. trying, but a little stalker that was in there. I think I messed up right here when I put a smaller worm on, trying to use up my dead, not dead worms, but my pieces of worm. I better try to find another piece. It's too swift. Oh, I've lost my split shot. That makes a whole difference in the world too. Hold up, look, no split shot. I don't know how I lost my split shot there. Had to be, I would think it would have had to been during the time I was catching that last fish or something, because I don't think I could have. This is so swift right here. I could have managed these for. There's some weight on there. You don't get no fun on that bank, man, I'll tell you that. As I was saying, like, this would be I think I accomplished what I was talking about this being a fun little video. We'll put this section. Now, I hope the whole thing's fun, but a lot of people get a kick out of pulling one from, I mean, man, I don't know. I know I get a kick out of it. If it was me or anything, right here catching a fish out of a hole over here like this, up underneath this bank. There's just something about it for me. It's kind of like what I was saying back there, way back, about the rocks. About how they can be cuts on it, and, what it's called. Underneath those rocks is condominiums for fish, you know. It don't look that big, but it is under there. Same thing with this grass, man. They don't have to have a big home. They don't have to have a big hole. It doesn't have to be deep. You like getting underneath there and hiding. It's dark. It's safe. And the water's so swift, it's bringing constant food, man. Everything about it, you know. Yeah, certainly. I don't know. think I can make it work. This is a poor worm selection right now. It'd be good for brown fishing. And it'd be okay for trout if the water wasn't so swift. This right here is not the type of hole to use this type of worm in, to be honest with you. Could be perfectly honest. He's in there. We can fish in there right now. You understand like that? Fishing down through here and get things here before last in the fall. I'm up against that bank right where I'm fishing right now. Look how swift that water is, man. But the water was low. And there was one over there, pretty old brown, but he was all the way at the very top of this. This right here, so there was several fish over here today just now. I didn't do a good job. I got 2 fish back there at the back of this. I know there was another one there. And I bet you there's a number of fish in that bank right there just now. And I'm half stepping with this piece of worm. I should have gotten a better piece of worm, honestly. This is bad right here, man. It's a bad practice right here. I hate I'm doing this. I'm passing by fish. I'm showing weakness right now, honestly, is what it is. I hope that there's something up here, so I don't want to talk about it. I don't like this. I tell you, this is a heck of a hole right here. But, I don't know if I catch something here, man. I don't know if some of the fish is in the tank. As deep as your boots. Well, let me get me another worm on here, probably. You don't want to go too far and all, man. Further than what you need to. It's just a bad habit, man. It's a bad habit. how small he is. Oh, for that buddy boy. How deep it is. You guys can see the bottom. And what happens right here, man? What happens right here is you get in here and stir this water up so much is what happens. You just ruin the whole thing. That's another thing. Just walking in here, seeing so many waves through there. This is a weird little area where these trees grow in here. Mess around and get a little deep in the middle of this. To the right the best I can. Get around this thing. I can slide over here, man. I can see the bottom, but it's deep, man. Tell you, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all right here, y'all. In fact, the water does look good, but it looks like I'm fixing to get wet. Looks like I'm fixing to get soaked. It looks fishy though, doesn't it? Man, if you there's something right here. Rocks built up there where I was able to get up a little elevation there. Made it. Looks like I made it. Well, after catching all of the fish that I've caught behind me in the last 2 days, you get to a spot like this, it's hard to believe. You're going to be all over one of the first casts right here, man. I don't understand this whole man. I've caught them in here before, but like I say, to tell you the truth, I think most of the time I'm in here where I am. I think either somebody fished it. Or what I kind of think happens most of the time with me is I get in here and you make so many waves just scare everything that's possibly in there. There should be something right here. There should be something right here. And there is. I'm in a predicament with him too. Look at this. tree. Ooh. Come on, everybody. There we go. Ooh, it's a pretty one. Pretty one to finish this off. Look at that, it don't get any better. That's that 10-inch I was talking about. It's got a little more meat on it. Another thing, there's usually a bunch of cows right here. Them cows, they must have run them cows somewhere else. But that rubber isn't down there. And also, this grass is so high right here behind me, the cows are going to eat that down. I bet it's full of snakes. Probably pretty when we finish it up. This thing on this camera aggravates. I got auto exposure. My finger's wet. Okay, I've got auto exposure on the camera. Aggravates me. There he is, little 10-inch. Wild brown to finish it off right there. He got over the tree on me. I got him though. Signing off. Hey, just so you know, it was really me. Well, I guess I could have faked it. It's another 7. I don't know what else to say. I noticed when I was signing off like this Friday, I have some of the mannerisms, and I've noticed this before watching my videos, that I have some of the mannerisms of this guy that I used to work with that passed away a couple of years ago. Actually, it was last year. Was it last year? I can't remember now. I think it was just last year. Missing, man. I've talked about him before. But anyways, he... You know, people rub off on you and, you imitate them. I don't even mean to do it, but anyways, I dedicate this video to, him, G Money. I miss that dude, man. But yeah, I just wanted to sign off. I want to get over here, and after I got done there, I wanted to count. Wanted to get a count. It's extremely rare when I count wrong that I wouldn't have what I thought I did, but I always like to get over on the edge there and count them up before I take off. And when you can see I'm still in this, I don't know what you call it, man. It's a weird shady little area. Always is real shady the way these trees. I don't know if those are birch trees or I don't know what they are, but they're here. I always kind of have been. Actually, I'm using one to hold on right now. Hey, it worked out. I got across the creek. It can be a little deep in there, like I was mentioning a while ago, and it's easy to get over your boots. It's easy to spook the fish in this little section. And I wanted to get out over here on this side. And I'll walk back down this bank a little bit. You can't get out on the road right here because there's a fence. But I'll walk back down right around this little section right here where it's deep and get back in. Walk down the bank as far as I can and then get back in the creek and go back down past that bridge down there where I can get back out of here Man, it was another successful trip. You know, far and away the best weekend I've had all year. I can easily say that. And it might be, other than, like I was saying back in April, I did catch a couple of nice fish. About 18 inches on different days. Actually, out of the same hole. The video's on YouTube. You just have to search for it. Maybe I can link it below this one. I'll link both of them below this one, maybe. If I ever get, you know, that advanced with my videoing. You know, Al Linda, I was watching him right before. I was wasn't even really watching it, just having been on the TV. I turned on some fishing shows that I had recorded in VDR. Something he said just come to mind right here. If you remember me coming down this bank a while ago, this is an amazing thing, man. That water right there washes that bank. I've undercut it. You would think, maybe, I never have really thought about this, but this water gets so high in here sometimes that it would have washed that whole bank out. I don't know how God has a way of making things. It must be the roots in that grass. Because I mean, some places probably would do that. And then you wouldn't have any good fishing because the creek would be too wide, the water would be real shallow all the time and all of that. That grass right there is what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's a piece of the puzzle, man, in this sport. Absolutely 100%. It sure is. I never thought of that extent before. I remember, I didn't realize how Christian, or you know, whatever the word is that he is, not spiritual, he's godly. Is what he was saying a while ago about how God created all those places where he fishes up in the central northern United States, like in Wisconsin, and he was in South Dakota actually on this trip. But anyways, it's time for me to get on out of here, y'all. I know I said that a while ago, and you know, sorry if you had to endure through a few more minutes of the video. I can always still try to get here. Still get over my boots one more time. It's always a possibility. Looks like I'm not making it. Oh, can I get up that steep bank right there? I'll keep on recording to show you if I fall down. Ooh, it's steep. I should have got out what I did yesterday. Should have kept my going down a little bit. I have to hit my knees to get up on here. I got a feeling my hands are about to get dirty. My shoes definitely are. I don't want my pants. Pants are getting dirty too. About to get on my knees. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for letting me get down there. Being able to get down there. Being able to get up. I'll have to get a little God talk in my video too. And now I can also out of breath and a good example here. Let's get this. I'm gonna turn it off because I can't pick up all the trash, but I will try to pick up something. Try to leave it better than it was. Okay. I owe it that. Hey, think about it like that. Bottom line, not only is that like a good deed, yeah, I never thought about it like that. That's facts. You owe this land in this creek this. Pick up after, even though you didn't do the littering. You owe it to clean this up. Things been good to you, man. That'll make me keep on picking it on up right there. When you think about it like that, that's facts. Hey, I don't want to get too crazy on you. Be big facts. That's big facts, dog. Right there, big facts.